Well, more news tonight on the night team. Oaks Day is a traditional day off from school for Louisville students. JCPS students now have a 3-day weekend ahead of them. But today, many high schoolers spent their last school day protesting the looming Supreme Court decision over Roe v. Wade. Students at Atherton, Ballard, and Manual walked right out of class. WHS 11 Night Team's Isaiah Kim Martinez has reaction to the rally and protest.
Just a few cars left in the lot at Atherton High tonight. The school day over, kids dismissed. But the scene earlier, classes ending early for these students determined to take their voices outside school walls, with security not far behind.
You don't hear a lot of young women like ourselves talking. We're most the ones that are affected by these things.
Karenna Longton said for them, the idea started in a simple conversation.
Other people were talking about it at lunch, so I decided it was a really good opportunity to do some activism.
It was a walkout staged in response to the potential Roe v. Wade could be overturned by the Supreme Court in the summer. JCPS spokesperson Carolyn Callahan says students were allotted time in the interior courtyard to protest, with signs and all. But she says tensions rose when administrators directed students back to class. A couple dozen opted to leave the building instead. Per policy, once that happens without permission, those students aren't allowed back in. Callahan says some got let back in by a fellow student through a side door, then causing disruptions to classes. Meanwhile, walkouts were happening at 2 other JCPS schools around the same time. And over here at DuPont Manual, just hours earlier, students had their walkout, holding up signs chanting, "My body, my choice." They're the moments Lauren Fergus says make her proud to be an alum.
I was glad to see that students were taking action. Things were not business as usual.
Fergus remembers her time at Manual in the early 2000s when she says controversial topics were often not discussed in this length among the student body. She says times have changed.
This is something that affects them. This is something that could affect them while they are students.
The students know that too, and they're taking the opportunity. In Louisville, Isaiah Kim Martinez, WHAS 11 on your side.